Hey everyone, and welcome to the next episode of a Masterpiece Storytime, where we are reading Treasure Island. Today's chapter is Chapter 20, Pieces of 8. Let's get started. Hands sank into the water and I watched as a bubble of blood came up to the surface. I soon began to feel sick. I could not pry myself loose of my dagger, and I was terrified of falling from my spot to die alongside Israel. I then shuddered, and by doing so tore the blade loose and was free. It turned out I was only pinned by the tiniest piece of my shoulder and mostly by my shirt. I crawled down the mast and then, looking around, decided to throw the other dead man into the sea. This I did in a hurry. I tried to set the ship as right as I could so that it would not be hurt, and then decided to take my leave. I leapt off the deck of the Hispaniola and, in a happy frame of mind, headed for the forest. I thought about the hero's welcome I could expect and about the way I would be treated upon my return. I had been a fool, but my prize was the return of our ship, and I thought myself brave and lucky. I walked on, and then, as dusk fell, I walked closer and closer to where I had first met poor Ben, our island man. As the night got darker, I grew ever less sure of myself and kept tripping and rolling in sandy pits. Soon enough, I found myself walking in moonlight. This helped, but I still walked warily. I did not want to end my adventure by having my own party shoot me. Finally, as I came to the stockade, I saw the giant smoldering remains of a fire. I wondered why there had been such a big fire. It went against the captain's orders, to be sure. I saw the blockhouse in shadow and not a soul stirring. I thought perhaps something had gone wrong while I had been away, so I began to creep on my hands and knees. As I got closer, there was little doubt they had kept a bad watch. I got to the door and stood up. I could see nothing with my eye. Then, as I walked in, I smiled to think I might lie down in my place and surprise them in the morning. Doing so, I heard a shrill cry that chilled my heart. "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" the voice repeated. It was Silver's parrot. Captain Flint, he was the watch, and found me out. I turned and heard Silver's familiar voice. "Who goes?" I turned only to run into one body, then into another. "Bring us some light, Richard," said Silver. When I was captured, a man left and soon returned with a flaming torch. Alright, that was it for Chapter 20. I hope you enjoyed it. Please join me next time when we read Chapter 21, In the Enemy's Camp. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.